Good afternoon, everybody. Lynn, the leather bag lady here. How are you today on this Thursday morning? I'm a little ticked at the weather. It's not the way it was supposed to be today, leather bag lady weather report. It might get better this afternoon, but right now it's foggy and cloudy and kind of shitty out. But anyway, it is November 3rd. Is it 3rd or 2nd? 3rd. So really, should I be sitting outside in the sun on November 3rd? Probably not. But anyway, today's bag is a bit of a daily driver. It is beautiful black saddle leather and it is just gorgeous. Now, where did I put the little guy? Here it is. You can see how shiny it is. And it is... It doesn't smell of leather anymore, per se. No, it doesn't. But it is such a cute little bag. Now, there's obviously some surface scuffs and things of that nature. I've dated this bag to the 70s. I love this kind of hardware that is on like a pivot. It doesn't pivot side to side, but it pivots up and down, which just makes it so easy to wear, especially on your shoulder. Really unique. These vintage pieces, I'm telling you, it's just, why do you want to be like everybody else? This stuff, I say that to my kid all the time because we're car people. And I'm like, why do you want to drive a car? It doesn't matter what it is these days. Audi, Jaguar, even, what's the brand? Oh my goodness me, I can never remember. Alfa Romeo. They all look the same. The vintage cars look like their own brand. A vintage car passes you, boom, you know what it is. So these bags are just full of little surprises. And this is kind of a fun accent on this bag. Now, saying that bags are like cars and they're very unique, I guess this bag is very on trend in its structured shape. Very square. Kate Spade is very structured in her shapes. Maybe more so, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Now they're starting to get a little bit more soft looking. Coach has like a fur offering this season, like a teddy bear, the teddy bear coats that were in a couple of years ago. They are all over the place. I don't know how hard wearing they would be. Definitely, they're not going to be around in 40, 50 years like something from the 70s will be. But, everything kind of comes back around with just a little tweak. This has some great compartments, some nice gusset space. There is a little bit of color loss on the outside of this clasp, which is kind of fun. You pop it up and there you go. It's all leather inside here, which means there is no cracking in the stress points, which usually is a given in the bags that have a vinyl inside. And there you go. You've got compartment here with a zipper, a compartment here. This bottom part is literally just the lining that is curling at the ends. At the edges rather. So you could either restick it, you could just ignore it or remove it, whichever you would like. To me, I'm not all that fussy about what happens inside the bag. It's outside that is of my concern. The strap, I've put an extra hole in it to give it a little bit of extra length. It's a 17.5-inch strap drop, so it really sits nice on your shoulder. And it's beautiful crossbody, a little higher sitting. If you don't have bazookas like I do, then you probably would be able to wear that more comfortably than I would. I'm not a crossbody girl. We've had this conversation many times. I don't need people saying hello to these any more than they normally do. It's like, woo-hoo, eyes are up here. So I don't wear crossbody bags unless... Like, I've got a market happening on the weekend, and my fantastic neighbor across the street just gave me permission to set up in his driveway, which is wonderful because if you follow me, you know I share a driveway with the people in front, so I don't really want to hassle with them. So across the street's perfect. And yeah, Rosedale Holiday Market, I think it's called. Everybody sets up on the lawns, and my street is a very major thoroughfare into my, what do you call it? My survey, if you want to call it that. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be 21 degrees on Saturday, and we're hoping to get the market in, make a few bucks hopefully, and then go out on the bike for a little bit. But anyway, back to the bag. So 1970s, I've dated this, just you know, no guarantees on my dating. I usually use the phone pouch to date the more recent bags, and then when there's no phone pouch at all, I've said 70s, could be 80s, but I think, yeah, just my gut is just telling me 70s. So that's just my estimate on dating this bag. But I mean, it's vintage nonetheless. And the strap is really cute. And away we go. Bit of a daily driver. And it's just a lovely, lovely bag. So that's today's offering. So hopefully you're having a great day. I had a great workout this morning. I sweat balls this morning. I don't know why. Just still trying to keep my eye on what's happening with myself with this new medication I'm on for menopause. We'll see. I'm not sure what's happening with that. The hot flashes have kind of subsided a little bit, but I think there might be some side effect stuff happening. So I'm not sure. I'll keep you posted on that. For all you ladies who follow me, who are of my age range, you know, mid-50s, and I've done something to my wrist. It's hard as a rock there. So it's freaking sore. That's the only thing. That is the only thing about being almost 55 and still trying to live like I'm 35. Everything freaking hurts. But I don't care. I'm going to stick with it because I've just emptied another drawer. I have, you know, those under the bed storage drawers, and one was full of summer stuff. I've just tried 4 pairs of pants on and they're too big. That shit doesn't happen to me. It is amazing. I feel kind of guilty because usually when you're A, in a relationship, B, menopausal, C, 55, that's when everything goes south. But I do work hard though. As you know, I share with you every day. I'm in that freaking gym. Some days I don't mind it. Some days I really don't want to go, but I do it because it's guilt. You know, mother's guilt, gym goer's guilt, girlfriend guilt, whatever. It's, I don't know, I'm a child of the 60s, I guess. It's all about the guilt. But you put the time in and maybe that's the rewards. But I tell you, if this medication starts gaining me weight, it's out of there. I'm not working this freaking hard. I'll suffer the hot flashes, that's for sure. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm not giving the finger. I'll do this. Fingers crossed. It'll work out. It's a little pricey, but there we go. I'm not sure if being together a year still counts if you're, well, I guess we're still not living together. So I don't know. Maybe that's the deciding factor for benefits and all that kind of thing. But anyway, hopefully you're having a great day. You're going to do something awesome for yourself today. I had a great evening with my daughter last night. She had a little bit of a rough evening, so I picked her up and brought her to Pius's, and we made dinner together, and we had dinner with Pius when he got home, and then we fought our way to drive her home in the fog. The fog for the last 4 or 5 days at different times of the day is insane. We were in the truck, and there was a shopping cart in the middle of the road. How Pius missed it, I don't know. He's got spidey senses or something. We were chatting away, and the next thing was like, whoa, because there was this cart in the middle of the lane, and the fog was so deep we couldn't see it. So he's got spidey senses. I think that Pius guy does. But anyway, it's all good. We got her home, and then we went back home ourselves and just chit-chatted for a little bit. Nothing, now that we're not in the driveway anymore, we've got a puzzle started, but I don't think we like it because we've started it and we haven't been back to it since. It was my choice, and I think I made a bad choice. It's all the same color. I don't think I have the patience for that. And I don't have the eyesight for it either. Because when everything's the same color, you got to go by the shapes. Listen to me talking about puzzles. When would I ever do a jigsaw puzzle? I'm losing my mind, people. I'm losing my mind. Anyway, I can see us doing another puzzle, or Pius is going to do that puzzle, and I have to get my ass to work. I booked a show today in Burlington, so I need to get some other shows booked because I'm going to go broke if I don't. So that is just going to be the rest of my day, and then that's about it. Pius will be late tonight, so I'm going to make hamburgers. I am looking for a great recipe for hamburgers. Look at me looking up recipes. Where has Lynn gone? I didn't do this shit before. Holy moly. I was considering seeing if I could get some contact information for Our Time and sending them a message and saying, so, your site worked for me, and maybe they might want a testimonial. You never know, right? I was telling my friend Maggie today on the phone, I said, get on there, girl. Maggie's in her 70s, and she's still a little bit of a spark plug, so she's always boo-hooing that she's lonely. She wants to do some traveling and doesn't have anybody to travel with. So I said, get on there, girl. You never know. Anyway, folks, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.